I'm invincible, I'm unstoppable, I'm a lion, call me tamed, I'm a cannibal.
Hey guys, I am Fawful Magical from the Fawful Kingdom, and today it is the season 10 premiere. Yes, that is 10, 2 whole hands. It is the season 10 premiere of the Fawful Kingdom, and holy shit, we are 10 seasons in. This is going to be a great magical season. I guess better late than never. This Valentine's Day was not like that fun of a Valentine's Day, so that's why it didn't come out sooner. And I had other videos planned, but those unfortunately fell through for various reasons. But yes, we are 10 seasons in, but only 9 years in because season 1 wasn't shit. This season, I'm hoping it to be a very nostalgic season for all my viewers involved for various different reasons, which you guys will see. Maybe it's Fawful Kingdom nostalgia, maybe just childhood nostalgia, Buffalo, New York nostalgia, which is where we're at. One of those things that is stored is today's episode, which is exploring the abandoned Summit Park Mall located in Niagara, Wheatfield, New York, or Niagara Falls, New York, depending on who you ask. This is kind of a strange area. It's like literally on the border of Niagara, Wheatfield, and Niagara Falls. So like I said, it kind of depends who you ask. If you ask me, I'm leaning towards more, honestly, Niagara, Wheatfield. But this mall is not something we are going to be able to go inside and explore like typical abandoned buildings. Because one, it's practically nearly impossible to get in there. They boarded, holy shit, they boarded it up pretty tightly. And two, even if we did somehow get in there, there is alarms which alert the police under 2 minutes, which is not something I really would be fond of dealing with in broad daylight. But for now, we are going to go over the history of the Summit Park Mall, the mall that I think most people forget about in Buffalo, at least compared to other malls. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We're just going to go wrap around the outskirts pretty much. This is probably going to be a short episode. Alright, so we are here at one section of the Summit Park Mall. Holy shit, it is fucking cold. Alright, so this is the empty Summit Park Mall. We got the Niagara Fun Park here, which is not open, it seems, at this time. As you guys can see, there's this little shed over there that we're going to explore a little later. But for now, this is the Summit Park Mall. And it's a sad sight to see. Alright, as you guys can see, we are approaching this little hut here, which I've never been to. Alright guys, and here's our current situation. As you guys can see, we got Stick Figure Guy. Painted his tag over here. I'm sure there's not really much in here. Is there anybody in here? Ooh. Let's get a shot of me. I think someone has definitely been sleeping here though. Yeah, I see a little mattress over there. God damn. I don't think there's anything over there, as far as I can see. At least. Let's walk around the back. Anything back here? No. Some more cool graffiti. Ooh, it's a chilly day out. Holy shit. Let's see. They can't understand the magic of our wonderland. Fuck the world. That's sad. Well, this is cool. It's never too late. Yeah, this is a cool place, but someone has definitely been living here. I will. Alright, well, like I said, I don't really know what this shack was back in the day, but they also had these really cool, I believe these were like walking little areas, so I'm assuming this was kind of a community, this mall. That's what's telling me. I feel like there's definitely a bench right here, I'm sure. It looks like there would be a bench here. They had these lampposts. So this is something people would come to and hang out, that's what's kind of telling me right now. There's that one over there. That one's a interesting looking one. Alright, so we're back near the mall. Let's go see what's on this little section right here. I'm assuming this was an entrance. Not anymore, obviously. Alright. A lot of broken glass over there. Sucks. Video surveillance. Well, that's okay, because we're not going in anyways. Let's see, no trespassing. There doesn't really seem to be much down this way anyways. So, but there are a bunch of graffiti tags. Nothing too crazy though, unfortunately. For allegedly having security cameras, I definitely don't see any, I will say. Alright, we got Transcom. Don't really know what that was or is. We got a bunch more graffiti. I don't know if I'm really going to go over here that much because I don't really want to step in the snow if I don't have to. Even though I just did. Court 5. Our stick figure again. And it seems that over there was a canvas or someone covered up a tag or something. So there is someone over there in that truck, in that blue Jeep you saw. Which is a bit unfortunate. I hope they don't think I'm like some type of criminal. Alright, now we're in this little crevice of an area. It's supposed to be stairs right here, but obviously it's covered by snow. Look at all those birds. Thankfully the Jeep is leaving. Hopefully he doesn't call the police and beat my ass or something. And here we are on the other side. That's where we just were over there. There's a mattress. Yeah, I came here once at night. It's a lot less creepy, I guess, than it would be, obviously. But there's some graffiti. Okay, we're here. We have another little section. Doesn't really lead to much. Still seeing these security signs, but I don't see any security cameras. So I hope you guys enjoy this rather slower episode. I think there's Border Patrol over there. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really want to risk it either way though. So we might turn back now and go all the way around the building to the other side of the mall. Mall culture has been prominent all across America in the 80s and 90s, and Buffalo is no exception. Boulevard, Galleria, and McKinley Mall were all booming in this era, but one underrated mall stood out as one of the first dominoes to fall for the culture. A mall that was unrightfully underrated more than it should have been. Niagara Falls' and Niagara Wheatfield's Summit Park Mall. Opened in 1972, this 800,000 square foot mall ironically never reached the summit, as a little more than 20 years after the opening, starting in the late 1990s, the mall shut its doors for good. But the mall had every reason to shine. Stores like Toys R Us, KB Toys, Circuit City, and the fan favorite Leon's Pizza were all tenants of the mall. And of course the classic original anchor stores of Bonton, Sears, and AM&A's had a big presence within the property. And in the center of it all, a big water fountain with a bridge over it costed kids a lot of pennies that they used to make wishes, all nostalgic experiences of the summit. But for some reason, all the tenants were closing down rather suddenly. For example, Macy's opened in 1992, but closed only a mere 3 years later in 1995, as would AM&A's. In that same year, Bonton would open up, and end up sticking with the mall to the very end. In 2004, a developer purchased the mall for $5 million and planned to rename the mall Destination Niagara, USA. At this point, the mall was more than 50% vacant. More and more stores would shut down over the years, and eventually, in 2009, the mall would shut its doors for good due to bankruptcy. The last 3 tenants officially moved out, leaving Macy's, Bonton, and a Save-A-Lot left in the property. In January of 2013, the mall was flooded in 6 inches of water to what was believed to be an act of vandalism, furthering the mall's decline. In 2017, Save-A-Lot closed. In 2018, Sears closed, and finally in September of 2018, Bonton, the final anchor store and tenant on the property, officially closed for good. The main thing to take away from all this is asking why and how this all started. The golden age of malls was in the 90s, so why did the decline of this mall start then? Maybe it was because consumers viewed there to be better options in the city, or perhaps there wasn't enough tenants in the mall present compared to others. Nowadays, as Niagara Sports Center and 7th Grade Screen Park lies on the property, but the mall likely won't be redeveloped anytime soon. Either way, the life and death of Summit Park Mall was a unique one, and sadly never reached the summit compared to others, but is the most underrated mall in all of Western New York.
Hey, Summit Park Mall in Niagara Falls is celebrating its 7th anniversary. Wait, let's show the folks what's going on. Games, entertainment, a live radio broadcast, and hilarious clowns. Okay, Smarty, now remind everybody where it's happening.
Come on today and shop the show place. It's the fun place. It's the one place.
So we are on the other side of the mall, which is the main entrance. We're approaching Seven Gates Green Park. I believe we did a Valentine's Day episode here 2 years ago. Now we are back doing another Valentine's Day episode, even though it's not Valentine's Day anymore. Valentine's Day is always going to be one of my favorite holidays. Yes, here we are at Seven Gates. Amazing place. I think I've only been here twice, TBH, but maybe you'll change that again for a third time this year. Got a bunch of green fake grass. I'm assuming that's for the sports emporium over there. But here's one of the entrances to the Summer Park Mall. I don't know if this was the main one or not, but it's pretty cool. And for fucking sakes, let's go up to the entrance. Got these cool little light bulbs up here. That's pretty cool back in the day. I think the architecture of this mall was very unique compared to other malls around here in Buffalo. No trespassing, it is all boarded up. There's no way inside here, unfortunately. We got an outlet here. So that's where we just were. I came in this little entrance, as you guys see here. And there used to be a Save Lot here, and I found a shopping cart return little sign here, which is very cool, a very cool find. Like I said, Save Lot is not here anymore though, unfortunately. So I don't believe there's anything back here. It doesn't seem so, but I can't say I don't know what this is right here. If you guys want to help me on the comments, that would be nice. Man, this is a locked entrance. Yeah, so this used to be the old Save-A-Lot back in the 2010s, I believe. Now it's G&S Wholesale Distribution. I don't know how to say that word. It's very old. We got some nice colored blue and yellow sidewalks here. The main entrance of Summit Park Mall. Right. And so I believe this is the main entrance. It looks more so than the other one. And there's a bit of an echo. There's nothing really to see. There's a little entrance up there. This area is under 24-hour surveillance video, but again, no security cameras. Right now we're approaching the other side of the mall. We got Steve and Barry's. I don't really know what that was, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, so we're getting close to Bonton, which is a store that closed long ago. I remember going to Bonton as a child. And then finally over here we have another entrance to the Summer Park Mall. And of course Bonton, or this might have been an entrance to Bonton, I don't really know. Like I said, I've never been to this mall, but it seemed like a very cool place based on footage I've seen online. And I don't really think there's much beyond this. We'll go up to the glass of Bonton and see if there's anything inside, but otherwise I think that's pretty much the interior or the exterior of the mall. Alright, and let's have a little peek through here, see if there's anything. It's more worn up than last time, so I don't think we're going to be able to see much. Yeah, I can't see shit. Maybe it's because it's light out opposed to the last time I was here, which was dark. Yeah, no. I don't know how well you guys can see anything in there. There's a little table right there. But yeah, guys, this was the Summer Park Mall. It's a shame that it closed down as early as it did. I know there's the Rainbow Center Mall in Niagara Falls, which closed down before this. Now it's very gutted. We did an episode on that also 2 years ago. You know, we'll get a little mall nostalgia for Valentine's Day this year, 2026 after all. Alright, my setup is kind of shit, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode, the season 10 premiere, the Valentine's Day special, whatever you want to call it, here in Niagara Falls and Niagara Wheatfield. I am so cold right now. I'm gonna go home and, I don't know, goon or something, I don't know. But I hope this was a very nostalgic episode for you, for malls in general. Just whoever went here, I don't know who did or didn't, but I would love to hear your mall story of Summit Park Mall or Summit Place Mall, as some call it. In the comments below, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy March, even, yeah, it's March. Thank you guys for watching. Summit Park Mall, Summit Place Mall will be missed. And stay magical and love life from the Fawful Kingdom, and subscribe if you would like to. Thanks, guys.